Hello and welcome to the May newsletter. And May starts on the 1st of May, Friday, with the Wesak Full Moon. It's often called Buddha Day, and it's a special holy and sacred day commemorating the birth, enlightenment and death of the Buddha. At the May full moon every year, there's a special ceremony in the Wisak Valley in the Himalayas. The cosmic Christ and the Manu and the Lord of Civilization, who is now Babaji, await the Buddha. Behind them are the great masters, initiates, adepts, disciples, all who are custodians of God's plan on earth, and many others who have arrived in their spiritual bodies, and they are all chanting sacred mantras, only in tune at this particular full moon. And as a great white light appears in the distance, there is an intense silence. And then the Buddha arrives, bathed in light. And when the Christ and the Buddha energetically connect, a vast light is created and prayers for humanity are sent to Source. And you receive an impulse of energy from Source. You can use this opportunity to raise your frequency, dream big, and help activate the higher spiritual energies also available at this full moon. The energy of Wesak lasts for 25 days, and here is the link to a Wesak ceremony I have recorded. This would also be a good time to walk or trace a spiritual labyrinth, which is a powerful and symbolic shape. In my newsletter, I include a picture of a labyrinth and instructions on how to create your own. You can walk one marked on the ground, or you can trace one with your finger. And as you do so, you are symbolically traveling the sacred journey of your life, going into your divine essence, then out into the world again. The labyrinth itself has a cross in the center surrounded by a spiral, and the cross is the center point, representing that you have reached your divine essence, your center or source. So it symbolizes victory and hope, and the spiral represents your spiritual journey to reach your center. And many people think that a labyrinth is the same as a maze. However, a maze is a puzzle which engages the left brain to solve, whereas the labyrinth, it's a right brain meditative journey which opens you up spiritually. And there's a second full moon in May. On the 31st of May, there'll be a rare blue moon. It'll be the most distant full moon of the year. And nevertheless, it has a huge impact on Earth and humanity. It's different from the effect of the supermoon, which is close. The effect of this blue moon is softer, more diffuse, more feminine. And because of this, it can influence people who feel battered by the power of the supermoon. And now, very exciting news. Part 1 of activating the crystalline heart was very powerful and effective. We recoded and activated the chambers of the heart and fully installed the 5th dimensional health blueprint. Part 2 starts on Monday the 18th of May, when we're raising the frequency of the entire heart center, opening the higher heart to build the crystalline heart, and activating codes of abundance. We will practice a mantra for the crystalline heart. Do see my newsletter or the website for information about parts 3 and 4. I was delighted to do a second podcast with Emilio Ortiz, who is a wise soul and such a good interviewer. We had a fascinating discussion ranging from your pre-life meeting and life purpose, through true abundance, how to change your consciousness to access that abundance, to creating your crystalline body, heart, brain, and eyes, and what it actually means for you. And I loved touching on some of the spiritual laws and how an understanding of them can massively impact your life for the better. It is so exciting that we're on the cusp of an evolutionary shift, and we explored changes to expect. Do listen, I'm sure you'll find it interesting. And while I was preparing this, Merlin stepped in and particularly asked me to share the latest about the mighty Sanjamine. So Lord Sanjamine is the mightiest of the illumined ones. He comes from another universe and oversees our planet and this universe from Saturn. He works on the vibration of gold and violet, and he has now achieved immortality, and as a 12th dimensional being is known as a god of the multiverse. The multiverse consists of the 12 universes that make up this part of the cosmos. I know it's too huge to comprehend. Now, Saint-Germain's ascension journey has been spectacular. For hundreds of years, he was in charge of the seventh ray of transmutation. For some time, he was the Lord of Civilization and served on the Intergalactic Council. He is still the ascended keeper of the cosmic diamond flame with Archangel Gabriel and Zadkiel, and his role is now keeper of the golden scales for this universe. And for this task, he operates on a gold ray and is in charge of ensuring that all the universe's stars, planets, and humanity all stay in harmony and balance. Quite a job. He works with Lord Vuslu, who brings the codes of harmony and balance from a higher frequency universe and spreads them in this one. He no longer has an etheric retreat because as keeper of the golden scales, his energy can be accessed anywhere in the world. Now, although he has a reputation as a hard taskmaster, my guides tell me that he's very fair and understanding of human foibles and the challenges of being an incarnation here. This is because he's had many incarnations, including as Merlin, Joseph of Nazareth, Samuel the Prophet, Rakoczki, Lao Tzu the Chinese philosopher, St. Alban, Proclus the Greek philosopher, Christopher Columbus, Francis Bacon, Christian Rosenkreuz, who founded the Order of the Rosy Cross, which became the Rosicrucians, part of the Great White Brotherhood. It was in his role as Merlin that he invited the Diana Cooper School to join the Great White Brotherhood, which is why we were honoured to change our name to the Diana Cooper School of White Light. Here is an invocation for Sanjamine. I now invoke the mighty Lord Sanjamine to place his column of gold light over me and bring me into balance and harmony. It is done. Now his energy will be with you throughout the day.